What is going on, guys? So here's our 5 panic attack myths. Go ahead and smash that like button down below. If you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt, leave me a comment throughout this video and let me know. Have you heard of these myths? Have you believed them? Are there any myths that I left out that you want me to answer? Go ahead and leave me a comment down in that comment section down below. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. The first one, you will have it for life. You will have panic attacks or panic disorder for the rest of your life if you suffer from them now. So far from the truth, don't believe anybody, including a doctor, if they tell you that nonsense, because I haven't had them for over 3 years. That was my last relapse. Before that, it was a 1.5 years since I had ended my panic disorder. That last year of recovery, guys, I was able to get the duration down. I was able to get the amount of panic attacks I had a day down. Then I was able to put panic attack free days. Whenever I actually had a couple of days where I didn't have panic attacks, I was like, wow, man, I'm doing better. I'm doing something right. I took that momentum. I kept on going. Of course, I did so many things, guys. If you haven't seen my channel, I'm all about beating anxiety the natural way. So this was all about figuring out the root causes of my anxiety, journaling, meditating, eating right, lifestyle changes. So you catch my drift. I will go over that more at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around for that. But guys, I started getting momentum. Things got easier. Then eventually it was 1 or 2 panic attacks a month, then once a month, then every other month. And guys, whenever I finally got to the end, whenever I got to the finish line, and I wasn't having them for like 2 or 3 or 4 months, and then that went on for a 1.5 years before my last relapse, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm cured of this. And I was. The relapse doesn't mean much of anything. If you relapse after a long time, guys, just take it as just a panic attack. It happened. We are still going to be prone to having them, but it doesn't mean you're going to have them all the time for the rest of your life. Many of you won't even have a relapse. I know what happened with that relapse. It's not going to happen again. I really seriously doubt I will ever have a panic attack ever again. If I do, I will definitely let you know, and I'm equipped to handle it. The next one, guys, you have to avoid certain situations or triggers to get over your panic disorder issues. Now, there's a tiny bit of truth to this, tiny bit. It's a little bit out of context, but generally, this is a myth. The tiny little bit, guys, is the unhealthy coping mechanisms or triggers. That's going to things like drinking alcohol, nicotine, or nicotine and tobacco. If you are a drug user, that, okay, lack of exercise, lack of sleep, okay, those are unhealthy triggers. Processed food, those things are not going to help you with anxiety. There's often times that if I drank that day, the next day I had horrible panic attacks. It would actually trigger it. Nicotine, the same thing. Nicotine, it can trigger it right after using it. So guys, those are some unhealthy triggers that you do need to avoid and get out of your life because it's just not healthy for you. But there are some other things that are healthy, like public speaking, flying, driving. Those are things we have to do. Social interactions, going to school. Those things, guys, you can't run from those the rest of your life. Use exposure therapy. Do it little by little. Dip your toes in that cold water until you get all the way in and you finish your ending goal. And just tackle these fears. You have to overcome your fears. We have an issue with thinking if it scares us, we have to get away from it. No, you got to face it, especially when you're dealing with this beast called panic disorder. You have to face it each and every day. The next one, guys, you can die from a panic attack. I get asked this all the time, at least once a week in private messaging. I see it on my YouTube channel, in the comments, at least like twice a week. Very misconception here. You cannot die from a panic attack, okay? I'm going to say that again. You cannot die from a panic attack alone, okay? I get people saying, oh, such and such died, and I look at it and I find out that they had an underlying heart issue, or they were super old and they already had 1 million medical problems. If you're healthy, if you've been to the doctor, you've been checked, and this isn't meant to trigger anybody, but if you've been checked and you're doing okay, there's nothing wrong with you, you are not going to die from a panic attack. If it was going to kill anybody, it would have killed me. I had 5 to 10 of these at least a day, lasting anywhere from 20 or 30 minutes to 6 hours, guys. I was always in a state of panic. If it was going to kill anybody or do anything to anybody's heart, it would have done it to mine. Trust me on that, okay? Take it to the bank. If you have a horrible heart condition, yeah, a panic attack could affect your situation, your ongoing situation, whatever that might be, whether it be cancer or heart disease or blood clotting issues. Yeah, that's not going to help. But if you're healthy, a panic attack is not going to kill a healthy person. So just please believe me on that. You will feel so much better if you just let that go. All right, the next thing, guys, you only can have them during the day. And this was a tough one for me because that's something I did believe back in the day until I started having them at night. This really messed with my reassurance because I was like, why am I having these at night? I'm not anxious, I'm sleeping. This is supposed to be the most peaceful time of my day. So man, there really must be something wrong with my heart. I'm jolting up out of my sleep. My vision is blurry. My heart's pounding, palpitation, heart rate up. I got high blood pressure, some pain. So I was like, man, what's going on? Then I figured out nocturnal panic attacks. They're a very real thing. I have a video specifically over that, so go check that out. I have people that are commenting on that video every day saying, wow, I have this. It's a very common thing. Okay, so if you can get panic attacks during the day for no reason, why wouldn't you get them at night for no reason? You see what I'm saying? Your body's still stressed. Your subconscious is still working while you're asleep. That's when it comes out to play the most. So you would think that we would actually have more panic attacks at night than we actually most of the time do. So guys, you can have nocturnal panic attacks. They are actually pretty normal. And the last one, guys, might be the most important one. You cannot be cured from panic disorder in one day. That's a myth, that you can be cured of panic disorder overnight or in one day. It takes a long time. When our body gets in that schedule of adrenaline flow, crazy irrational thoughts, and that state of mind, it is very, very hard to break that. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do was overcome panic disorder. Not to mention I had the health anxiety, the social anxiety, and the depression to go along with it. So overcoming panic disorder, guys, was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. It took me a whole year. There are some things you can do. So listen closely and actually follow my tips. Don't just listen to them and be like, that seems a little too hard. I'm gonna stick with my meds. Guys, I did it the natural way. I'm not here to bash anybody on medications, but I think most people that are on medications don't need them. And I'm talking about antidepressants. Most people have either given up trying the natural way or just haven't even tried at all. Natural way is exercising, eating right, but before we even get into that, find out your root cause of anxiety. That could be anything. Trauma, childhood trauma, death in the family, disease in the family, diseases that you used to have, bullying, cyberbullying, anything, guys, divorce, breakups, anything can be your root cause. I can't tell you what your root cause. I had 3 of them. I had an unhealthy lifestyle. Subconsciously, I thought that was going to catch up with me and kill me. It led to me having my first panic attack, and then consequently, then I had horrible health anxiety. Also, I was a very negative person. I had so much freaking negative energy ready to burst. I had horrible negative attitude before I even had anxiety disorder, so it just added fuel to the fire once I developed it. And the next one, guys, I was genetically prone. Many of you are prone to having it because of your genetics. Does that mean you're going to automatically have it? No. It means you're more prone to it if you follow into certain patterns. So keep that in mind. I can't tell you what your root cause is. That's the first thing you got to do to explore that. Journaling and meditation are so important for figuring that out. Meditation really helped me explore my mind and figure out what was going on. You need to meditate every morning, every evening. You need to be doing that 15 to 30 minutes a day. That's when you're closest to your subconscious mind. Also, you need to follow that up with some journaling. Write down your diet plans, write down what symptoms you dealt with today, write some things that you show gratitude for. Gratitude goes a long way with anxiety. Make sure that you're doing that. Put down your goals, your aspirations, what worked today that you want to replicate tomorrow, what didn't work today that you want to change tomorrow. Make sure you're doing that. In the description below, I do have a journal meditation. I always say it like that, meditation journal. I did a review over that. That review will be at the end of this video, so you can check it out. The overlay is amazing. I love this product, but it puts journaling and meditation together, teaches you how to do both, so you have no excuse there, guys. Go check out that meditation journal. It's going to be down there, guys. Other than that, guys, there is therapy. There is BetterHelp out there. I have BetterHelp down in the description too. Now, therapy is that extra push that you might be needing. It's something I didn't take advantage of when I was going through all my anxiety disorders, but if I could go back and change anything, it would be getting some help through therapy and counseling. Now, BetterHelp down below, you can literally choose from thousands of counselors. How amazing is that? You can find somebody that's perfect for you. Perfect for you. You don't have to use the 2 or 3 options in your small hometown. Many people have horrible experiences because they don't have a lot of people to choose from. Also, the prices are a lot cheaper than somebody you're going to find on the street. And also, it's convenient. You don't have to travel. If you have agoraphobia, you have no excuse here. You can do it on your couch. So check that out. It's BetterHelp. It's down below in the description. There is a link and in the first pinned comment. Guys, you also have to work on your lifestyle changes. That's going to be your exercising, your diet. You can't be eating processed food. You have to eat a plant-based diet, plenty of fruits, plenty of vegetables, getting those minerals and vitamins. Take a multivitamin. That's at least you can do that, because if you're not having a good diet, you need to get those nutrients somehow. And a multivitamin is a good way of doing that. There is CBT, which is cognitive behavioral therapy. You will get that in therapy, but if you want to grind and try to figure that out on your own like I did, I just figured out the process and I kind of worked it into my journaling and meditation, and it was very, very successful for me. So you can do that. There's positive affirmation videos that you can listen to every morning. There's guided meditation. So if you don't know how to meditate, I have a video on how to meditate, but there's plenty of other guided meditation videos out there that will help you with that. It'll help you learn how to do it. So no excuse on that. Basically, I'm saying no excuse a lot because there are so many resources out there. There's a Facebook group down in that description. It's an online support group. We have over 1,700 members in there. It's a huge family. We talk to each other. We communicate. We talk about symptoms. We talk about why certain things are happening. We talk about methods of recovery. You need to be taking advantage of that as well. There's online support groups everywhere. Mental health awareness is a lot better today than it was whenever I was dealing with these issues years ago. I didn't have a channel like this to come to. There weren't a lot of forums on this. There wasn't a lot of information. It was a lot of scientists and doctors and lab coats telling me what I had going on, even though they never been through it in their life. I've been through this stuff, guys. Panic attacks suck. I dealt with them all the time, every single day, for years. Take my advice. I hope you have a great day, guys. Like this video if you got value. Remember, leave me a comment and let me know, did you believe any of these myths? Is there anything that I didn't cover that you want me to talk about? All right, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that notification bell so you can get updates when I put these types of videos out. And y'all have a good one.